Okay, so the screen is probably dark at this point, but that's probably because I actually need to start up the game proper first. So let's do that. There we go. So anyway, this is Fist of the North Star for the PlayStation 1. Only released in Japan, of course, as you can see by all the text. So this time around, for this stream, Arthur won't be around to actually pretty much just spurg the hell out about this series, so unfortunately it'll be pretty much up to me to explain what's going on, and I'm probably going to fail miserably, but hey.
I'm just here for the ambience.
Yeah, pretty much.
For the ambience of giant, sweaty, muscly men doing breathing exercises.
Well, you gotta admit, it is the best kind of exercise.
Yeah. I mean, just look at that guy's pecs there.
So yeah, I guess for people that didn't see the first part, or just people who forgot what actually happened beforehand, in our last stream we basically started the game. We played as Kenshiro. We just ran around a bunch and punched some people, made them explode, met some annoying kids. Then we killed a guy named Shin because he stole our girlfriend, Yuria.
Yeah.
And then after that, we pretty much got assaulted by some jackal guy whose entire fighting style was basically throwing dynamite.
Yeah, I remember that from the anime, especially the kids.
And then he pretty much decided to get the hell from some really gigantic burly dude that was locked up for pretty much several years for all sorts of atrocities. His name was Devil Rebirth for whatever reason. And well, then all sorts of other shit happened, and then eventually we met this guy named Ray and fought off some weird Fan Clan dudes.
Oh, those
and we also,
guys.
Yep, and we managed to meet a woman named Mamiya, who apparently looks exactly like Yuria, for whatever reason. And we also managed to rescue Rei's sister, Airi, who just happened to be kidnapped by Kenshiro's older brother, Jagi, who apparently decided to run around posing as Kenshiro and pretty much ruining his reputation. Because he's a dick.
Yep.
So we killed him. And then we went to this one prison called Cassandra and saved our other brother, Toki.
Uh-huh.
Who was actually a pretty cool guy, but unfortunately he sort of got irradiated for like weeks on end, so he doesn't really have much, he doesn't really have that long to live.
Oh.
But hey, at least we managed to get him out of that prison, so that's something. Well, I guess that's more or less the gist of it so far, so
I think that is roughly up until where I stopped watching the anime, actually.
then I guess it's probably going to be up to me to explain most of this. So, yeah, this isn't going to end well. So anyway, let's get started.
Oh wow, are they on the moon?
No, just somewhere in the mountains, I think.
He is definitely looking a bit more angry than I remember him. Oh.
ケンとレイは食料を探しに行ったわ。大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫だ。ありがとう。それにしてもあなたはユリアによく似ている。
え、私とそんなに似ているというユリアさん、どんな人？ユリアさんって人は？
私がこの世でただ一人愛した女性だ。ケン、そしてあのラオウも。ユリアは私たちの青春だった。そして
these character models really kind of weird.
戦う運命にあったのかもしれんな。北斗七星の横に寄り添うように光る星、その名を視聴せい。あの星が見える者にはその年のうちに死が訪れるというが、こうしてそれを見つめる時が来ようとは。
叶わないな。ユリアさんを知る男性は全てユリアさんに。でもいいんだ。私はあの星で、あの北斗七星の横でひっそりと光っているあの小さな星で。
間宮さん、あなたにはあの星が見えるのか？
ええ、はっきりと。ちょっと歩いてきます。ケンたちが帰ってきてるかもしれないから。
Yeah, the thing that got Toki bothered here is
なんということだ。
the fact that Mamiya is also able to see the Star of Death,
あの
and
星が。
the problem is you can only actually see that star if you're pretty much destined to die
そこ
soon.
にいるのは。
So Mamiya's kinda in trouble.
お前はケンシロウ一味のマミヤだな。
I guess this is the trouble. Whoa, that guy's smile. That is unsettling.
俺は剣王偵察隊のシーカー。お前たちの首を持って帰れば剣王様もさぞやお喜びになるだろう。
そうはいかない
I
わ。
like that his tongue just glows bright red in the dark.
すぐ殺してしまうにはもったいないの。
Well, you know, radiation and all that.
Oh, is that why everyone is like a 5 foot tall, muscly, mohawked
女
man?
をいたぶるのはお前を殺してからにしよう。
Well, worked for Bruce Banner, didn't it?
殺して
And these guys have some serious anger issues.
お前だ。
Oh, gameplay time.
Yep.
So I completely missed the gameplay yesterday. But with that punch there a bit. But yeah. Some people had fun with model stretching here.
Man, it really doesn't help that I can hardly tell if I'm close enough to them.
Oh yes, the Hokuto Ken episode where Ken just sort of walks around and whiffs a lot of punches, getting used to the camera.
This fight is way harder than it should be.
This does not look like a very A very, smooth game to play.
Well, it's usually a lot better than this. The big problem in that fight was, the camera being zoomed out as much as it was.
夜が明けたようだな。今頃村はお楽しみだぜ。
He's still like building a bravado after he killed like 50 of his brothers.
村をもしやラオウの本体が
Well, most of the villains in Fist of the North Star weren't really all
レイ
that
は
bright.
先に村に向かった
I guess Ken hasn't ripped his shirt off yet, so this is nothing yet.
レイにはアイリさんといじゃ
This is just, the warm-up routine.
嫌な予感が。
時を頼む
Hokuto Ken teaches us it's always very important to do your calisthenics before you hulk up and then just tear off your shirt with your pecs.
ケンに会うまでは。
Oh hey, what happened to little annoying kid?
バットどうした何があった
Wait, is that right?
剣王信仰隊という
Yeah,
連中
that's
に
right.
何
Didn't he have white hair?
No, that's later. I'll try and explain that when it comes up.
Oh.
So yeah, apparently a bunch of people all of a sudden showed up, started starting a ruckus and everything.
Oh wow, why? Yeah, this is where I stopped watching. Still remember this part with the fat Roman emperor guy.
剣王様の紋章を自らその体に焼き付けるのだもし嫌だというなら
So yeah, these guys are essentially members of Keno's army. That's the name that Rao Kenshiro's eldest brother uses now. And essentially the thing here is they're pretty much telling her to, either pretty much pledge her eternal loyalty to Keno or pretty much, stand on top of that thing. And probably burn to death.
Next to his maquette people.
And she decided to, just die with dignity.
手を貸してあげようか。
おい
なんだ
人の皮を
But Ray's here.
悪魔め
何を
I definitely remember this guy having white hair from the start. Like it might have been green or something, but not black, I think. Or am I just not remembering that?
Yeah, well, color schemes for some of the characters are different in this game than they were in the anime.
アイリさんは無事よ。心配しないで。
Oh my god, that face.
どうしたんだろう。安心
And look at those two cardboard cutouts there.
Yeah, look at those very low def pixel men.
しかし
Important members of the Keno army.
それをこんな目に許さねえてめえらの血は何色だ
And yeah, that's one of the more famous lines that he said there.
次はてめ
He
えら
apparently asked them what color their blood is.
なんと水長剣を使うという例だ
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to mean something, but
分かっている
I don't know, I guess it makes more sense in Japanese culture.
アイリという女がいるはずだ
Maybe he was checking for body snatchers.
Well, I don't know, I guess it was just simply trying to get the point across that these people are just,
私ならここにい
inhuman.
るわ。
No, hey,
私は戦う。もう逃げたりしない。
Oh, hey, crossbow. The one person with a crossbow in the entire wasteland. Just shoot him.
私は昨日までのアイリじゃない。戦うことをリンちゃんに 教えてもらった
You know, if only we had more people like this, we wouldn't need Kenshiro.
そっか。もう俺に弱点はない。愛理は俺から離れた。自分の意志で生き、自分の意志で死んでいくだろう。
剣王様に逆らう愚か者どもめ。
And Arthur really put on the pounds in his later years.
貴様では俺の動きを捉えることはできん。
俺の加藤術で消し済みにしてくれるわ。
Look at them doing a little dance.
Oh, and now we're apparently playing as an egg.
Yay. So, oh hey, he has the same health bar as Kenshiro. Oh, can you knock them onto the fire thing?
No.
God damn it. Did he do that actually? Oh, watch it. That Roman guy is going to beat fire at you.
Yeah. They doesn't really control the same way as Kenshiro does, so it's kind of throwing me off here.
Use dodge offsets. I like how Fat Roman guy gets the only swords, and this man just have to, you know, walk with sticks. Probably spare one of those swords.
Oh, what the hell? There we go.
There.
なんと水長剣の鋭い手刀は大気の中に真空波を生む。
Oh no, you hit my only weak point. My god.
引火したら吹っ飛んじまう。
And now he's on fire for some reason.
Well, I guess that probably has something to do with the fact that, you know, how we actually, you know, managed to breathe fire in the first place.
He just has a propane tank in his stomach.
Oh, hey, it's an owl.
On
Well,
his
we're
giant
fucked.
horse.
剣王。この男が。
この人が剣の。
お前がラオウか。ちょうどいい。この場で俺が片付けてやろう。
He'd be glad for getting rid of, really getting rid of Fat Centurion guy.
ならば貴様にも俺の真髄を教えてやろう。
待ってレイ。その人と戦っちゃダメ。
リン。リン、心配するな。俺は戦うことでしかお前や剣に借りを返せない男。ラオウの首は俺が取る。
レイ、一つだけ聞こう。お前は北斗七星の横にある星を見たことがあるか？
ある。
おお、あるのか。お前は俺と戦う運命にあるようだが、よかろう。どこからでもかかってくるがいい。
何？降りぬというのか。
お前ごときの腕でこの俺を同じ地上に立たそうと思ったか。もはやこの俺を対等の地に立たせる男はおらんわ。
ならば そこで馬ごと死ぬがいい。なんと水長剣奥義断固総裁剣。
悲しき定めよ。貴様の見た星は視聴星。神はすでに貴様に死を与えていたのだ。
The slowest knee drop in history.
So yeah, they essentially got his ass kicked.
来たか、ケンシロウ。ケンシロウ、その甘い性格でよくぞ今日まで生き抜いてきた。それだけは褒めてやろう。だが情に流される者はいずれ
So next time just slide a bit faster down.
大丈夫だ、リン。この顔が死にゆく者の顔に見えるか。
確かにいい顔つきになった。だがまだ甘さは抜けんようだな。
ならば試してみるがいい。
ではお前にも聞いておこう。貴様は北斗七星の脇に輝く星を見たことがあるか。
ない。それがどうした。
ならばまだこの俺と戦う時期ではないということだ。
どこへ行く。貴様とはここで蹴りをつける。
次のがケンシロウ。
Oh hey, that one cardboard cutout there actually has animation. How about that?
The only cardboard cutout with a weapon.
俺は昔のケンシロウではない。貴様の王、俺が破る。
ケンシロウ、貴様もオーラをまとうほどになったか。よか望み通り相手をしてやるわ。貴様の成長とくと見せてみよ。
死をもって見届けるがいい。
Okay, and now we're apparently flying.
貴様にも見えてきたか。その頭上で
Not exactly sure how, but
Did this also happen in anime?
well, it did happen in the animated movie.
That they flew off into space.
Yeah, that did happen.
Oh.
そんなダバの上では俺には勝てん。
And now they just continue on like nothing happened.
もう来おったか。
ケンシロウ。時。今はまだラオウと戦う時ではない。だがレイはラオウに。レイが。そうか、間に合わなかったか。ケンシロウ、陶器とは非常の血によって生まれるものだが、ラオウとお前では非常さが違うのだ。
さすがは時、見切っておるわ。非常の剣でなければ貴様はこの俺には勝てぬ。だが時が現れた以上、お前たちと同じ地上に降り立たねばなるまい。そしてお前たちには死あるのみ。
下がっているケンシロウ。見ることもまた戦いだ。私の剣、 戦い方はいずれ必ずお前の役に立つだろう。
時まさか
北斗神拳の戦いに2対1はない。
Okay,
たと
so
え相手を倒しても
I guess Toki's gonna be fighting it out then.
お前
Oh
は
no,
北
he
斗神
punched
拳
him in
の
the
勝者であ
back,
ることを
in the
忘れて
nipple.
はならぬ。
Well, the thing is, he hit one of his power points, so he's paralyzed for the time being.
Also known as the nipple. The strongest nipple twister in history.
ケンシロウ、よく見ておくのだ。私の戦いを。
Well, the thing is, Toki
その野望をこの場で
figures that, you know, he should be the one fighting it out because he's of the opinion that Kenshiro isn't ready yet to actually fight it out.
Well, just look at this guy. Kenshiro needs a few more years in the gym before he can fight Rao. That or suffer some tragic loss that inspires him to train and fight harder. But what are the odds of that happening?
Probably pretty good.
Oh, well, this is 19XX.
So yeah, now I'm stuck with another character I haven't actually used before, so...
The great Rao Toki fight, where Toki just...
Yeah, this is
tries to
totally how
disorient
it happened in the
Rao.
anime.
He tries to disorient Rao by running around him.
Yeah, for someone that's dying horribly due to radiation poisoning and everything, he's pretty spry, actually.
With this anime disease, the symptoms only occur when he is coughing, or when sad music plays. Oh wow.
Not fast enough, damn it.
So what does that meter underneath your health?
Oh, that's... If I'm not mistaken, that's basically the meter for... I guess it's pretty much my block meter, more or less. If that fills up, I get stunned and he'll get some free hits in.
So why did our health bar flash yellow there? Oh well, oh. I think Rao's shooting here.
Damn it. Yeah, at this point, those things get really annoying because you don't really get that much time to pull them off, and they start introducing this this really annoying mechanic where one of them just spins around, and they only eventually show you which direction it's supposed to correspond on the face button. So, and god damn it.
There's still a North Star game with the Q2E is playing Twister.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing that fight again.
Yeah.
ラオウ、この命に変えてもこの場で倒す。
You're right, Lumberjack Bonanza. Toki should just get more radiation. So he gets the one that lets him, you know, regrow limbs. He can just start cutting off limbs to let off the radiation. Oh no, DTF full HP. Well, Toki seems to have played a lot of Street Fighter. He knows the, what's it called? The flying kick.
Damn it!
Left twist on queen foot.
Finally. Well, that was kind of embarrassing.
Just conked on the head. Oh, Toki. You shouldn't have attacked. Oh, hey, here's the one smart lady again.
北斗神拳には日真空波がある。撃った矢が自分に返ってくるぞ。
But of course, since she is a woman, she can't just pull the trigger or something.
No, the problem is if she were to shoot an arrow at him, he would just simply use that one Hokuto Shinken technique where he would just throw the arrow right back at her.
Oh. That's right, Hokuto Shinken is like being Silver Age Superman.
Pretty much.
Then he'll use this Hokuto Shinken ventriloquism to distract them all and get away.
Yeah, I don't know. They apparently didn't actually show it here, but in the anime, when Toki and Rao fought, apparently Toki did pretty much more or less had the advantage. But apparently at some point, Rao actually grabbed this huge trident that he apparently had lying around. And he went so far as to basically just jab that trident right through his foot and Toki's foot in order to basically pin him down.
That's kind of cheating, but alright. Oh hey, and Kenshiro just took a ball to the heart. No big.
Well, there was one. There was actually one point in the anime which they apparently completely skipped in this game.
Oh wow, the shirt is off.
Yep.
That means it's business.
But yeah, now that you actually mentioned the whole thing with him pretty much shrugging off that arrow and everything, there was actually one story arc in the anime, I believe, was the God's Army story arc. It was basically just, I guess, more or less of an allegory of the Nazis, more or less. Well, it was at one point that Kenshiro actually managed to get into their base of operations, and some guys apparently were waiting for him and basically shot some pipes straight through his chest.
Oh, I know that. What were they called again? Hollow reeds.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. And the thing was, with that, of course, once they're jabbed right through his chest, would basically, you know, he would essentially just bleed to death. But of course, Kenshiro didn't give a shit about that. He just simply bulked up his muscles so much that he just simply caused those things to pop right out.
Yep, and stem the bleeding. I wish I could heal myself by just, you know, flexing my muscles.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also, I noticed that Kenshiro pops his knuckles every time he gets down to business. That is a terrible thing to do if you want to retain the use of your hands. Because you pop the air between your knuckles and, well, if you keep doing that, it has some really bad consequences for your fingers.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
I actually screwed myself over.
Come back, King Rao.
He normally is supposed to go into that stun state so that I can do the quick time event, but apparently I punched him too soon and actually knocked him out of it. Whoops.
So I actually saw that one episode with the arrows, and what I liked the most about the episode is that they introduced the Green Berets as these super badass guys with super mystical fighting techniques.
Well, then that one big burly guy whose entire thing was that. Yeah, I think it was that he had 2 knives that were basically coated in the strongest poison around.
Of course, Kenshiro doesn't give a shit.
Yep.
He just flexes his muscles, and it crushes the poison in between the pecs.
No, if I remember correctly, the way it worked was that the guy's gimmick was that he was able to stab people really, really fast, like several times in a single second, I believe. But Kenshiro was just simply able to dodge all of that.
I still prefer the theory that he just flex the poison out of him. That seems more in
Oh, and now his shirt's back.
Oh, hey.
It doesn't keep getting those things.
The shirt is his limiter. It just regrows automatically every time he expanded his aura.
And yeah, incidentally, this whole big fight with Kenshiro and Lao was a really big deal. At least big enough that in the anime they actually went out of their way to actually, you know, make the animation better than it usually was in the TV show.
I remember that animation. It was like those guys in the background.
Well, it was a little bit better than that, but...
Oh, no, my legs are finally locked up under the bulk of my massive pecs.
Well, the thing is, they almost pretty much killed each other.
I like to think that the weight of his pecs just crushed his knees, and now he needs to get my sword. Like, given how huge these guys are, they are not going to live long.
So yeah, might as well explain this here. The thing is, when Rei fought Rao, Rao essentially hit one of his power points where it would essentially drain his body of blood in about 3 days. It would be completely drained, and he would die. It's actually extremely painful.
Is it as painful as being a side character in a shonen?
I'd say probably a little bit more painful.
I have outlived my plot usefulness. I'll now go die in a shed.
Well, I don't know, I think it's somewhat the equivalent of, you know, being a really, really important character in, like, the first series, but then in the sequel series you're all of a sudden pretty much relegated to the comic relief. Kinda like that.
Well, isn't this entire show comic relief?
Well, yeah, but not really intentionally.
Yeah, but it's like Dragon Ball Z, where it's really silly, but it's so silly you just can't help but enjoy it. Hey, Ray, your biceps is flipping a bit there. You might wanna get that checked.
I think this is where they explain a little bit of Mamiya's past. Yeah, the thing was there's a they're going to introduce another Nanto Seiken practitioner soon. A guy named Yuda.
Yuda. I don't remember him at all.
Well, he's essentially a guy that's well, he considers himself to be the most beautiful fighter there is. He's kind of like Vega in a way. Only he also wears makeup.
Oh.
Like lipstick and the whole 9 yards. Like that.
I'm sure that this anime will treat that very, very classily.
And the thing is, Mamiya actually used to be a slave, part of Yuda's harem. They even branded her and everything. And since, you know, they kind of has a crush on Mamiya, he pretty much decides to, you know, kill Yuda in order to reclaim Mamiya's honor.
Oh wow. I'm kind of speechless here. Oh, you're going to do a really pointless thing, Ray, but sure, whatever. You only have 3 days to live. Also, why are you constantly grabbing your groin?
Well, he's in a lot of pain, you know.
Like, I would think that the pain would be a bit higher.
Well, it's kinda everywhere.
Let's not wear shoulder pads off, those keep him safe.
ならば行こう。ユダの元へ。
ユダ。俺の最後を飾るにふさわしい男。
ユダも小心者だぜ。たった2人の男が来るというだけで。
Is this Yuda?
警護とはな。
No.
Oh. So now we're
It's just a
fighting.
random move.
Now we're fighting Cole Hulk Hogan.
ユダに合わせてもらうぞ。
Well, this guy has showed up before.
どっから入ってきやがっ
At this point, they're kind of reusing enemy models.
This guy looks like a pretty memorable guy. He's Hulk Hogan, but also a Cole. And there's
Oh, jeez.
Macho Man Randy Savage. And there's the dogs.
Elkery probably isn't going to like this part.
Oh, it's a dog. So the anime, did Kensho fight dogs there?
I honestly don't remember.
And was there
Man,
like
I'm getting my ass kicked.
was there like a 5-minute flashback to how the German Shepherd was the ultimate breed of dog that practiced special dog martial arts? And how if the German Shepherd bites you, your blood just drains out through hollow tubes in their teeth.
Oh, great.
These dogs are not very impressed with Dr. Shinken. This seems to work. I'm using the slide attack. Well, the skip attack. Quantum Scroll says that he wants to see Ken fight illiteracy. Well, can he actually read and write?
Honestly, that was never brought up.
So I'm assuming that he cannot read and write. All his education was just punching people. And,
Well, I think the way it works is that instead of, you know, reading like or writing like a regular person, he just simply hits the paper's PowerPoints and the words will just appear.
He just spills ink all over his fists and start punching the paper. And then the teacher just gives him an A because they don't want to mess with that guy.
お待ちしておりました。私はユ
Man,
ダ
it
様
must be awkward to have an exam with Kenshiro in the room. Like, he immediately starts doing that breathing thing that he does before he starts, you know, the business, and then his shirt comes off. And he just starts punching the paper. Oh, is this Judah?
No, it's just one of his subordinates.
Oh.
I think his name was Dakar or something.
Dakar.
ご覧の通り、ここにユダ様はおられません。あの方は無益
I
な
like his
戦いは
uniform.
好みませんでな。
Yeah, it's pretty elaborate.
Did he make that himself, or?
あなたの命はあと1
I
日。
don't know. He doesn't live long enough
ユダはなんと6世のうち
for the viewers to find
妖
out.
精を持つ男。妖精のまたの名は裏切りの星。
裏切りの星。
Lumberjack brings up that Ken is actually a warrior poet. But he can only write by punching words into steel. I like that theory.
最後の心の
Also,
支えもなくなって
wasn't
しまいま
it
した
Ray
な。
was going to avenge Mamiya's honor and not Kenshiro?
自分の愚かさを
Shouldn't he have
悔や
fought
み
those
ながら
darks?
な。
Yeah, well, Genshin of Frigating might as well tag along pretty much.
知っておりますぞ。
Take down anyone that isn't Yuda and leave Yuda to
で
Ray.
破壊されていることも。
He's going to make sure that Ray doesn't do stupid shit. Which honestly he's a bit too late with already, but
これはおかしい。私はそういう冗談を許せないたちでね。一度思い知らせてあげましょう。
oh, you see,
What the hell is he doing?
Can you defeat my ultimate technique, the chicken dance? Well, see, Lumberjack, after the post-apocalypse, shoulder pads became a boom industry. And now everyone has them, and there are warehouses full of shoulder pads that no one knows what to do with. Marco he's just stuck in the corner now. Oh yes, the Hokuto technique of flipping to your opponent and then punching them from inside them. This guy is a bit confused, I think. Kenshiro just got punches him. I struck your power point, the gut.
レイと同じ苦しみを味わってみろ。助けてほしくば、ユダの居場所を言え。
Yeah, if I remember this correctly, the thing is he struck a PowerPoint, so he's now in incredible pain. And he essentially tells the guy that if, you know, he wants him to make it stop, he'll have to lead him to Yuda.
Kenshiro.
So yeah, we'll have this heartfelt conversation here while the car's more or less dancing in the background.
So where did this high-tech city come from? That I'm seeing in the background, because that doesn't really look rectal.
お前が口を割ることは分かっていた。
Well, anyway, this guy is Yuda.
Oh wow, what the hell is up with his face?
And also, incidentally, we haven't actually, I actually hadn't mentioned this before, but the thing is with all of the Nanto Seiken practitioners, they all are supposed to represent various stars and everything. Well, unfortunately, I don't really remember most of them, but in any case, Yuda is supposed to represent the Star of Enchantment. But the thing is, his star not only represents enchantment, it can also represent betrayal. Of course, Yuda, being the faint prick that he is, only really acknowledges the enchantment part.
Why does he always tap his crotch with his hand? It's getting kind of unsettling. Also, why did we leave that castle?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did Ray
I
just...
guess I didn't really remember it correctly.
Did Ray just say fuck it and go to his hospital bed?
Unfortunately, it's been a while since I've seen the show myself, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
I get the impression that Ray isn't all that useful.
Well, he was pretty useful when they first introduced him.
Yeah, against the dumb beast man. But it didn't take long to be useful against those guys.
So yeah, here Toki explains to him that I think the problem was at this point his time is running out. And Toki mentions that apparently there's a secret technique where he can actually hit another one of his power points in order to actually slightly lengthen his lifespan, just a little bit longer. The only problem is, the pain will become, the pain will pretty much increase, I think something like 10 or even 100-fold. So he, if I remember correctly, he also actually offered they a cyanide pill, I believe it was. Then in case, you know, if the pain got became too great to bear, then he could just simply pop the pill and kill himself.
I think the stream crashed.
Seriously?
I'm not seeing anything.
I don't know, does
The thing is
anyone in
working
the...
fine, so the problem is probably on my end then. Oh yeah, there it is.
Well, anyway, so now his hair is white because, you know, because of the horrible pain.
Uh-huh.
ユダレイかあまりの苦痛に白髪と化したか
Because of the horrible pain, I agree.
間宮を離せ。そして俺と勝負しろ。
貴様はこの女への思いだけで生きているに過ぎん。だがその思いも無駄に終わろうとはな。
何？
いいか、よく聞け。この女はすでに視聴性を見ているのだ。
何？間宮が？
疑うのなら間宮に聞いてみるがいい。
間宮。
どうだ、己の思いが空回りに終わった味は。
どこまでも悲しき女よ。ならばお前のためだけに死ぬ男が一人ぐらいいてもいい。
そうか。ならば今日こそ決着をつけてやろう。俺は貴様を血祭りにあげる日を待っていた。俺は妖精の湯だ。
God damn it. What the hell is that? It's 2018. He feels like he's hunting himself inappropriately.
Sorry, Lurk, you're kind of breaking up there.
何をしたユダ。この村の豊富な水を利用してやったのよ。
Well, in any case, it was around here that Yuda actually, you know, had some of his henchmen pretty much break down the nearby dam. Well, the thing is, Rei's attacks also required a lot of legwork, and the problem is with, you know, all the water and everything, it's going to be hard to move. So of course, Kenshiro ran off to try and stop the flood. Well, Rei just stays behind and has his final duel with Yuda and everything.
Yeah, that's way alright.
And I'm probably going to die again.
Yuda, 地下賞は自分の血でするがいい。
And what kind of battle pose is that?
God damn it.
Yuda's kind of a turtle, it seems.
Damn it. That almost throws me off.
No, enough is right. Why can't Kenshiro just punch the water away? Or flex his muscles?
I presume he just didn't think of that.
Oh, yeah, Kenshiro only has 8 int.
Well, the problem is he hasn't actually, you know, lately hit his PowerPoint that increases his mental capacities by like 120%.
He has mainly been hitting his super ventriloquism in PowerPoint. To put on a show for the little kids.
Well, fuck.
You lost against Judo.
So yeah, we kinda failed the whole reclaiming Mamiya's honor there, but
yeah, well, it was
thankfully
Rei.
we can try again.
It was Rei anyway. Nobody gives a damn about what Rei does.
Well, I'm pretty sure there are some people out there that think Rei's totally cool and everything.
There are also people who think Sephiroth is really cool.
Well, he kind of was when you were 12.
It's the same for Rei. He even has the white hair now.
Well, at least in Rei's favor, he doesn't have the whole, you know, the whole mother complex thing going for him. So that's something.
In Rei's favor, his mother isn't a Lurkcopter horror from Beyond the Stars. So yeah, I guess that's no advantage.
And yeah, while we're fighting this guy, I might as well mention this. It was around this point that in the anime they actually delved a little bit into Yuda's past here. The thing is that Yuda and Rei already knew each other way back when they were still only pupils, learning their respective Nanto Seiken skills and everything. And the thing is, Yuda actually became kind of jealous of Rei because everyone considered his style to be way more graceful than Yuda's. And also, even though he doesn't actually want to admit it, Yuda has a total man crush on Rei there.
This is such a respectfully designed character. Rock'em sock'em robots.
Damn it!
I'm just
What
going
was that
to
last
punch,
one?
I'm going to punch in the air, and if you run into it, it's your own fault, Yuda. Oh no, I'm dizzy.
なんと水長剣奥義飛翔白霊バカな衰えたなユダ
勝負はついたよう
Oh
だ
no, I probably should dodge.
Well, the thing is,
貴様の剣に一瞬魂を奪う
he didn't actually dodge because he was too caught up with the fact of how graceful his final attack there was.
And Kenshiro just walks in on this. Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
and now Yuda just simply
ずっと幻影を追っていた
jabbed Ray's hands right into his chest there.
なんと水長剣
He essentially,
だが俺は
he now essentially admits that Ray is the most beautiful fighter around.
Well
And now
done,
we
Ray.
always, and now we always admired Ray.
から美しいと認めてしまったもの
It's all really emotional.
俺は
At
無力
least
に
Ray has finally found love.
マミヤにも何もできなかった
Now he can die in peace.
俺がただ一人この世で認めた男せめてその
Guys is asking how you can stab someone with your arm, hands. Well, you can't with that attitude, son.
Well, that's kind of the thing with Nanto Seiken. Whereas with Hokuto Shinken is basically punching people. With Nanto Seiken, it's essentially, you know,
Scratching.
being able to cut people and everything.
So scratching.
Well, it's a little bit more, has a
Oh,
little bit
no.
more finesse than that.
It would be great if now there was a blood splatter on Mamiya's face.
視聴性が頭上に落ちる日まで精一杯生きろたとえ一瞬でもいい女として生きろ女の幸せを求めるのださらばだ 来るな来てはならぬ
So yeah, now they, he pretty much knows that he's going to die, like, in the next few hours or so, so he just, decides to just lock himself up in a house. He doesn't actually want Mamiya to see him die horribly and everything.
His dad is going to make her clean up after him. Like a true man.
Well, the thing is, they don't really need to clean anything up, because he also wants them to pretty much set the house on fire.
Oh, at least he
Once he's
cleans up
dead.
after himself then.
愛理よ先に行く兄さんは許せさらば
Couldn't he
だ
pick a smaller house if he's just going to burn it after him? Like, this is a bit, you know, greedy.
レイ
Well, time to burn down one of the last intact houses in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah, well, if you're going to die and everything by having all the blood drained out of your body, you might as well die in, like,
俺の中に
really, really,
さようなら
very luxurious home.
Some people could have lived in that home, but no, Ray had to die in it.
Oh, and now Mamiya can't see the Star of Death anymore.
情勢が見えない
Oh no, my coronias. They burned out.
間宮の視聴性を道連れに愛に準じ
いたなんとの男レイ。燃え盛る小屋を見つめるケンシロウ。
And Ken just watches them pass away.
宿命の熱き炎が燃え上がるのであった。
And some random lady is just crying.
Well, that's Ray's sister.
Oh.
She kind of has a reason for being there.
I really don't remember her at all.
Well, she didn't really get to do much, so can't really blame you.
A female character in Hokuto Shinken doesn't do a lot. You don't say. Oh hey, we're visiting the pyramids next. The pyramids of Egypt. Japan. Wow, Egypt also has these stars.
So, yeah, essentially this guy is running around kidnapping children so that they, in order to pretty much force them to actually, you know, finish building that pyramid we just saw.
My kids, they make terrible slave labor.
Yeah, well, the guy that gave the order is kind of a dick.
Oh.
We'll get to him later.
Let's have a talk. Head to chest. Those kids are still wiggling.
And one of them is
how does he even keep
serious about his swimming exercises there.
How did he even keep those, you know, up? His arms weren't even tied around them. Does he just keep them pinned in his armpits? Oh hey, a guy with a shotgun. That's kind of neat. So can't you a bunch of bullets?
Well, I don't know. They never really had the chance to actually, you know, to shoot.
Like, if someone fired a shotgun at him, could he just punch the shell back at the guy? And hey, who's this? Is that Ray?
This guy is Shu.
Oh, Shu.
He's another Nanto Seiken practitioner.
Oh, is he a good guy? Or
yes, he is.
So he's basically Ray MK2.
More or less.
No, Ray, already replaced.
Well, the thing is, Shu here, he's actually blind.
Some people would call Shu kind of a hero, but don't believe those people. So, is Shu like the guy from that one movie about the blind guy with the cane sword? That he can just fight through his upper senses?
Well, more or less.
Oh, that's really neat. And the playing contest begins. So Nanto Seiken learns you cartwheel kicks and such. That's just freaking poses. So, somewhere after Ray died, we walked all the way to Egypt to see the pyramids.
No, not really. We probably didn't walk that far.
Well, Egypt is very far away from Japan, last time I checked.
Well, just because there's a pyramid doesn't automatically mean that we're in Egypt, you know?
But it's a very good
Some other
guess.
people can, you know, make their own pyramids.
Well, it's a very Egyptianist pyramid. It doesn't have a palanquin at the top, where, you know, they cut people open.
その人と戦っちゃダメ。
In Egyptian pyramids, you get cut open before you go into the pyramids.
その人は私たちを助けてくれたのよ。本当だ。その男は悪人じゃねえ。
強い。
Oh,
So
and-
yeah, it's here that the kids pretty much tell Kenshiro that, you know, she was a good guy.
I remember that girl being a lot smaller than the boy. Or is that also a girl?
待っていたケンシロウ。あなたが来るのを。
Well, the one in red is a girl and the other one is, yes, a boy.
北斗神拳伝承者を。
I had a hard time telling because he didn't have huge pecs.
どこかでこの男に。
Well, you know, you gotta give it time. He's gotta grow into those, you know?
かつ
Do
て
you think
その
that
目
kid
の
gets
光
bullied because his pecs aren't as
俺の
huge?
命を救ってくれた。
Then Kenshiro has to comfort him a bit and say, there, your pecs will grow into shape soon enough.
あなたは私が失った光よりも強く激しく光り始めた。我らのアジトに案内しよう。ついてきてくれ。
So, what star is Shu in the, you know, star thing?
I unfortunately forgot.
聖帝について話しておかねばなるま
I
い。
think it might have been something along the lines of either compassion or benevolence, something like that.
Those stars do not have very balanced, you know, associations. Like, one of them is enchantment and betrayal, then one of them is benevolence and compassion.
Well, it's probably not both. I think it was only really Yuda's star that had like two different meanings. For everybody else, it's really just one meaning. If I remember correctly, Shin star, if I remember correctly, it was supposed to represent the star of martyrdom.
Oh, I liked Shin always. He was the ultimate nice guy, even in the post-apocalypse.
Well, anyway, I'll just have to explain this real quick here. Shu is essentially the leader of a small resistance movement. They're basically, you know, trying to fight against this emperor guy called Souther, who is a other Nato-Seiken practitioner. And he's a massive dick. And these guys here pretty much waltzed in here with a bunch of boxes full of food that they managed to steal from him.
They also all have iron shoulder pads, which, you know, denotes them as the real
The
badasses.
only problem is all of the food was poisoned.
Oh no. Stop. Make Kenshiro punch the kid. Punch the food out of him.
No, unfortunately, the kid is dead.
Come on, Kenshiro, you could have punched that kid.
I think they did manage to save the kid in the anime, but I think in the manga and in any other adaptation, the kid dies.
Oh, you're right, Raptor. That one guy looks a bit like Freddie Mercury. Also, according to Raptor, Mr. Shu here is the star of benevolence.
Ah, so I sort of got it right.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they introduce guys with flamethrowers.
Alright, with really giant mohawks. We would use a flamethrower on this old man. Yes, they do. You know, I know this is supposed to be a dramatic scene, but these sprites make it all so funny.
Yeah. Well,
And then
apparently
this-
he didn't do it here, but I think several years after the actual TV show, there were a series of OVAs that were released that were supposed to more or less delve in certain details of minor characters. And more or less, you know, just certain parts of the story were redone. And this was one of them. What was funny in the OVA was that you basically had this guy screaming his head off, just shooting off his flamethrower at a bunch of random people, talking about, you know, burning the trash and everything.
So in
And
that
then Kenshiro just shows up, kicks the guy in the back of the head or something, steals his flamethrower, and then essentially says, "Well, you're right, it's time to burn the trash," and then he just burned the guy with his own flamethrower.
So in that OVA, do you learn the tragic backstory of Mohawked flamethrower guy?
No. As far as I know, I think they mostly focused on, you know, stuff like some of the stuff that Val did while he was, you know, just gallivanting around, and Yuria, because she didn't really show up all that much in the TV show. Oh, and here's Souther.
Oh, already.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he's supposed to represent the Star of Leadership. He apparently, he's apparently supposed to rule over all of the other Nanto Seiken practitioners.
Does that include Ken?
Well, not really, since, you know, Kenshiro is of the Hokuto Shinken and not Nanto Seiken.
From what I'm seeing here, Solor does not have as much of a back as the Aura guys. So I don't think he's very powerful.
Well, the thing is, his fighting style actually, it's essentially the best offense is the best defense, because his fighting style doesn't even have a stance, because according to him, a stance basically, that a stance is actually, you know, supposed to represent some sort of defense, which he doesn't have.
I have no defenses, come at me. It seems to be working for him. Also for a guy with no defense, he really took that hit very well.
Damn it, get over here. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, seems like you're having trouble with Sota here.
Well, it doesn't really help that, you know, in this game there's no analog support whatsoever, so I'm stuck with the D-pad. Which really doesn't make any sense, considering that this game was released in 2000. I'm pretty sure at that point they've already introduced the DualShock controllers.
In the year 19XX, there was no DualShock. We're being true to the game lore.
Well, fuck.
Yep, looks like you got killed by the perfect offense. Are you going to play that one Fist of the North Star game with the punching pad?
Well, if it works on an emulator, perhaps.
So that you can hear you just punch and huff in the background as you try to complete those stages.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to set those things to on keys on my keyboard, so it's probably not gonna be the same kind of experience.
You should still punch your keyboard though, just bind every key on your keyboard to that and hang it up against a wall or something. Then you just punch the keyboard on the wall. But make sure to get a keyboard that doesn't have a lot of rough edges on the keys, because that might hurt.
Damn it.
Hey. Gold. Yeah, the quick time event. Well, here we go again. And Southers.
So yeah, now Kenshiro tells him that he hit the power point where he's going to die in about 3 seconds. So Southern just simply says, okay, 3 seconds. Let's count those down.
I like it when he's a wise ass. I can't wait to die.
Yeah, well, the thing is, apparently, it didn't work. He's still alive.
Oh my god. This is a problem that can be solved by punching?
No, because none of the power points that Kenshiro knows actually seems to work.
Oh my god.
Southern is essentially invincible.
Kenshiro has faced an unpunchable problem in Egypt.
For the last time, we're not in Egypt.
Okay, we're in the pyramids of Tokyo then.
Yeah, probably.
Very common tourist spots. Where the Japanese pharaohs were buried.
実は聖帝に捕まってた剣を助け出したのはシュウさんの息子シバなんだ。
そうか。
かわいそうにシバの体は
Why are these guys child? Why is this crotch twitching like that?
ダイナマイトで吹き飛んだのだからな。
Why is that little guy's crotch just twitching up and down like that? That's kind of weird.
Well, you know, PS1 technology and everything.
Kid, I think
and I think it was around this point that they actually, you know, mentioned Shu's son, Shiba, I believe his name was.
Oh.
He apparently, I think it was that he tried to attack Southern, but I think they just blew him up with some dynamite. Though I'm not sure if it was that, though I can't exactly remember if it was that they did that or that he sort of ended up blowing himself up in a failed attempt to, you know, basically do a kamikaze attack on Southern.
Well, you think that if Southern has no off defense, then you just shoot him with a crossbow or something?
Yeah, well, the thing is, he probably noticed the arrow and just, you know, swatted away.
But he has no defense. Then he would be a liar.
Well, he could still just, you know, punch the arrow.
But that would be defense. He said that he had no defense, only offense. Like maybe as the arrow goes through his body, he twists it so that the arrow comes out the other side and it's the guy that shot at him.
And actually, yeah, damn, I completely forgot to mention this. The thing is, Shu actually, well, down in Southern, they actually already knew Kenshiro. The thing is, back when Kenshiro was really young, I think something like 10 or 12 years old, something around there.
When he only had a six-pack.
Well, the thing is, they actually held a little kumite thing going on, where Kenshiro had to fight 10 members of Nanto Seiken and everything. And then his final opponent was Shu. And of course, Kenshiro lost against him. And Southern, being the dickhead that he is, just simply told Shu that, you know, he lost, so kill him. And Shu doesn't want to do it because, you know, even then he knew that Kenshiro had a lot of potential. So, as, you know, in order to save his life, he just simply, you know, slashed his own eyes.
You know, I don't really get this martial arts training where you spend years of your life training for it and then you fail one dumb test and they kill you.
Yeah, well, they gotta make sure that you're the best of the best.
Well, what if no one succeeds? Does your style just die out then?
Well, probably until someone strong enough comes along.
Yeah, but I can't see that it only needs to fail for one generation. Also, I can't believe this goddamn tricycle that they have for Salter. Oh no! He tried imitating Salter's perfect no defense, but it failed.
So yeah, Shu actually agreed to come here and surrender if Souther were to, you know, release all of the children, but of course Souther goes back on his word on that. Because he's a dick. Just so you know.
There's some weird clipping going on in those boots. Now they're taking camera on a scenic boat ride in Tokyo and Venice, also known as the sewer. Well, Kenshiro's fine apparently. Why doesn't he take the boat?
It's not fast enough.
Why does he walk in the sewage then? That can be healthy.
It's more dramatic that way.
Like, I can't imagine what kind of fungus must be in those boots by now. I bet that if he put those boots off, his skin would just come off with it. Then you'd have to flex until he grew a new skin. Also, why are they using flamethrowers in the sewers? Don't they know there's methane here?
Well, I guess those things don't really work because they don't really work the same way as it did after the nuclear war.
They're just very fancy hair dryers.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they ran out of all of their methane reserves after the war. There just wasn't enough to go around.
There was enough people pooping in the sewer. The greatest problem of the Souther administration. Not enough methane. Oh hey, there's a... Why is he using a bow? You've seen guys with guns and flamethrowers. Are these guys using bows? Like, you feel a bit robbed when you get assigned to the same task force as Mohawk's flamethrower guy and you are given a bow.
Damn it.
Number of this mystery failed. Left fist on green spot. Right fist on red PowerPoint. That just looks so silly. And apparently getting your PowerPoint spread pushed is infectious. Because that one guy exploded as well.
Yeah, that's how it works with those red guys. If you manage to get the quick time event on them and pull it off, then they explode, and anyone that gets caught in a blast, they die instantly as well.
Oh hey, Forsworn mortal enemies here. Just
yeah. Now is, he pretty much decided to, you know, just show up and check how things are gonna go, because the thing is, he actually considers Salva to be a genuine threat due to the fact that, you know, hitting his power points doesn't work.
You know, these Hokuto Senken guys are kind of lame if not having their powerful magic work shuts down their entire style. Like, have they really not tried just punching Souther really hard in the head? Or, you know, shooting him. Can't get over these archer guys with their dorky little bows. You know, those flamethrowers look pretty high tech for, you know, the post-apocalypse.
So yeah, it's at this point that Souther pretty much has Shu grab the, I think it was pretty much the last part of the pyramid, and pretty much force him to, you know, climb up all of those stairs in order to get it all the way up there. Or else he will pretty much kill all of the children. And I think while Shu is doing that, they actually slashed his legs. So he's also bleeding all over the place. Because, again, Souther is kind of a dick.
Yeah, I'm getting that team. Also, I like how, you know, our support cast is doing nothing. They're just watching that. Do we have to fight the kids now?
Well, not really.
Oh, because they're models and all. Shu, just place it down. Just a little bit more.
Well, it's heavy. And he also has to give this really long speach.
Just flex
you can't exactly expect him to do two things at once.
Oh, maybe... Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Did he do it?
Well, the thing is, when he got up there, he actually noticed that there was a little hollowed out up there. So Souther's plan was actually, you know, once he got up there, is to actually, like they're doing here now, pretty much pelt him full of arrows, and pretty much entomb him in that thing.
You know, this is a pretty elaborate plan to just kill one guy.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Souther, he already said several times that he's apparently that big of a dick that, you know, he pretty much cast aside any notions of, you know, compassion and anything like that.
Those are just three arrows. Just flex your muscles, Shu. You'll be fine. Like Kensho took a crossbow bolt to the heart. You can do this. Maybe if you spend less time giving speeches and more time flexing your muscles, you would live. Kenshiro, why don't you just help him? Grab that stone disc or...
Well, I think Kenshiro did want to do that, but Shu pretty much told him, "No, dog, don't do that. I want to do this on my own."
I wanna die horribly.
Well, apparently they didn't do it here, but actually, Salza decided to pretty much add insult to injury, and when shortly after Shu was pelted with arrows there, he just grabbed a spear and threw that at him as well.
Right, no, it's go time. Oh wait, he sure isn't off yet. I kinda don't get Solar's armor here. It's a turtleneck and then just something to protect his six-pack.
Well, he doesn't require defense, so he doesn't really need elaborate armor or anything, so...
Why does he even have armor then if he doesn't need defense?
Because it looks cool.
That's defense.
Well, that and, you know, he's supposed to be an emperor. He needs to look the part, you know.
I think Salter is kind of lying here when he says he has no defense. Because he clearly dodged back there. That is defense. Is this really going to be the final battle when he doesn't have his shield off?
Damn it.
Let me just,
and then he just...
Let me just backflip over there to stand in a base. I love that he just backflip away just to stand there stunned.
And it's here that Kenshiro figures out Salzer's secret.
やはりケンシロウでは勝てぬのか。次は誰だ？ラオウか？トキか？怒るな、サウザー。貴様の体の謎はトキが知っておるわ。
Hello, sworn enemy. Now as if you to come to make a climactic fight.
来るな。動くな。手は借りぬ。 もしや飛行を。サウザー。貴様の体の謎は。
So yeah, the thing is, Salzer's heart is actually on the other side. So because of that, all of his power points are also reversed.
Wow.
And that was the reason why it didn't work before.
Oh no, his arm is beefing up.
He basically, he was just simply hitting the wrong place.
But Kenshiro didn't take his shirt off. This can't be the final battle yet.
Yeah, well, there's still another fight.
You know, Salter always looks so smug when he's talking here.
Well, he is a really smug character.
Oh, what's this? My perfect stance. Is this his final technique? Just standing there with his arms open? Is he going to power clothesline Kenshiro?
Well, this probably isn't going to end well.
His shirt isn't still off. What the hell?
And I ran straight into that. Oh, come on.
You know, you can't just hide the enemy's big attack and then just have them use the regular drop kicks. Oh. You failed at fist still again.
He managed to hit me in the back there, so yeah.
Backstab.
Well, actually, this might be a good opportunity to actually explain something that I didn't get around to yet about Souther. The thing is, he pretty much, you know, renounced things like, you know, compassion and everything. That was actually due to the fact that when he was younger and was actually, you know, being trained to be the next successor to the Nanto Seiken style that he was supposed to be taught, the thing is, I think his parents had already died at that point, and his master pretty much, you know, he was pretty much the next best thing to a father figure that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing was, one day, his master pretty much had, you know, I think it was that he told Souther that he was going to have to go through one last trial and fight a very powerful martial artist, but he had to do it blindfolded. And Souther actually managed to beat the guy and kill him, but then it turns out that, oh no, it was his master all along.
Oh, wow.
And it traumatized him so much that he pretty much, you know, renounced pretty much basic human emotions and everything like that. And just decided to be a massive total prick.
It traumatized him so much that he began reading Outlaw's Shrugged. Alright, now that we're all charged up, time for the real fight.
I'm really gonna stop running into these guys.
Come on, Shiny, you know that Solver has no defense, even though he kinda looks to have one of No, this really looks like two action figures just fighting each other. Like, I can just imagine this invisible giant kid's hand pressing all the action buttons on Ken's back. Oh, Ken's the last fist.
Yeah, it's always that last one. Damn it, Souther!
Oh no. His perfect lack of defense is again proving to be an advantage. Oh.
Damn it! I pressed square too many times.
Wait, these are
there we go!
These aren't just directions, they're actually face buttons, you mean?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
北斗無情猛将
Oh, hey.
I probably
hey.
didn't explain that properly.
I remember seeing that move that Solver just pulled, but it's from a very different source.
俺の死でさえ情けで見送るのか。聖帝の夢はついえたか。
You see, there's
So
this
yeah, I
fight.
think was at this point that Souther was actually pretty moved with the technique that Kenshiro used there. Because I think that was one of the few moves of Hokuto Shinken where where it would actually allow the opponent to just, you know, die painlessly.
Why would he do that?
I guess because Kenshiro somehow knew that Souther was, you know, bearing a lot of grief.
Maybe it's because Kenshiro is doing completely arbitrary things.
Well, apparently they didn't show it here, but the thing is, the pyramid that Souther was trying to build, that was actually supposed to be an elaborate tomb for his master. I think in the anime, they even opened up a part of it and this corpse was like right there.
Yeah, that guy sure deserved to die painlessly for making all those kids die building that huge ass pyramid. Just because, you know, he really loved his master. Also, yes.
Yeah, well, like, I suppose the problem is the everybody sort of gets caught up in a moment and everything, and they sort of forget that little detail.
Yeah, they forget all the pain and suffering in that pyramid and all the kids that got crushed underneath it. But it's okay, because Souther had a lot of manly tears.
Pretty much.
I can see why I stopped watching this anime halfway through. Oh hey, we're at the shrine. We're at some random fate. Is that a Christian cross on that gravestone?
I'm not really sure.
Because this is a Shinto shrine and I don't think they allow Christian crosses there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is actually their old training grounds when they were, you know, training to become the next successor to Hokuto Shinken. And I think one of the graves is supposed to be of their master.
So he was a Christian martial artist.
I don't know. I don't think it was supposed to be a, you know, a cross in the Christian sense there.
Is this Ray 3 or...
I'm sorry, what?
Is this Ray 3 or something?
What do you mean?
Is this guy the third replacement for Ray?
No, that's Rao.
Oh, I didn't recognize him without his helmet. I like his boxer shorts now. Look at those shorts.
So yeah, essentially Rao and Toki pretty much decided to, you know, have their final battle at their old training grounds.
Because the other one wasn't just final enough. You know, Rao, couldn't you wear something a bit more subdued to this fight? Instead of your golden boxer shorts. I also like his hexagonal shoulders. It took a lot of training to get those angles just right into a perfect hexagon.
Damn it.
Also, yes, Nap, Soldier teaches flying to Kenjiro's fists. That's pretty much how all the villains die. They throw themselves at Kenjiro and then he punches them. I mean, that is how they all die, right?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
What I'm saying is that Fist of the North Star was a very formulaic anime. The formula being that Kenshiro got mad and took put off his shirt and then punched the enemy. Then things were alright. Just keep punching his shins when he jumps up.
Oh, come on!
Are you dying?
Man. Forgot how annoying those quick time events get later on.
Yeah, they look pretty annoying. And they're so ostracized that I couldn't even, imagine doing them myself.
今こそ私はあなたを超える。
それでこそ我が弟時。ならば互角の戦いができる。
Oh, that wasn't the final battle. That's the real final battle now.
It also doesn't help that I don't really know Toki's moves here, so...
From top tier at Toki. We need to do quarter circle forward plus square. Then you do the Toki Doki. Oh, so I was almost on the ropes. Are you ready for the quick time event?
Apparently not.
How could I have guessed? How much game do we have left after this? Because if
Well, I'm not exactly sure.
If these quick time events keep getting harder, we might be in trouble. Oh no, Toki has after images that have masks. Oh.
さっきとの間合いを見切り、無意識無双に繰り出される必殺の剣。
死を思うゆえ。
It's a good thing that Toki is already sterile because
やはりこのままでは
時よこのラオウを目指したのであればなぜ非常の豪の剣を学ばなかった豪の道に踏み込めなかった貴様の優しさが命取りになった
Or you have to do this fight again.
It's a possibility.
私があなたの全てを目指していたことを。
時、運は俺の豪の剣。
私はこの剣を最後の戦い、すなわちあなたとの戦いまでは使わぬと誓っていた。天を見よ。見えるはずだ。
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he used a technique in order to bulk himself up.
Ultimate bodybuilding technique. Now his arms are twice as beefy. Then 8, the Big Dipper. I think this anime would be a lot more hilarious if it was called Fist of the Big Dipper. Guys, I do think that, you know, Shining knows about Fist of the North Star.
Well, I kinda do. I've seen the entire show, but the problem is it's been quite a while since I've seen it, so there are certain details that I kinda forgot.
So you can explain to the chat, but you don't really have to explain to Shining. Oh hey, he's just standing still.
Oh, yeah, and apparently when he turns his back on me and I attack him, he just kicks me in the face. Which is great.
He must have been taking lessons of Salter and his no defense. His strongest defense is turning your back at him.
Well, since I'm probably gonna die again, I might as well talk about this now. The thing is that I think normally, while Kenshiro Jagi and Tokyo Rao, they're supposed to be brothers, they were actually not related by blood. I think the only ones that were actually related by blood were Tokyo Rao.
They were related by the kegs of protein that they put up on.
And the thing is, when they first showed up to pretty much, you know, become train to be the next successor to Hokuto Shinken, Ryuken apparently decided to be a total dick and just rode him off a mountain. And the thing was, Ryuken, he was of the opinion that Rao might possibly have potential, but not Toki, since, you know, he was a very weak person then. And that he wouldn't, you know, have the capabilities of becoming the next successor to Hokuto Shinken. So he just figured, you know, that he was going to have to forget about his brother if he wanted to become the successor, but Rao pretty much said, no, fuck that, and he managed to climb all the way back up to the top of the mountain while carrying his brother.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep. And it was pretty much since then, while they were training Toki pretty much, you know, God damn it. Well, anyway, Toki really admired his older brother, and he wanted to be just like him. Yep, we're gonna have to do this again.
Hey. Why doesn't he have to play the Fist Twister game?
Well,
I think that's
probably because, you know, since he's controlled by the AI will just do it flawlessly in like 2 seconds flat.
I still think that he should still do it. It's cheating.
But yeah, it's probably also kind of my fault really with this breakdown events, because I think they're always the same, but
Don't attack his back, he's a mobile. That's where his strong point is. Shouldn't he be called the back king then, if that's where his strong point is? Alistair was saying your voice has stopped shining.
Is he sure?
Alistair, are you sure? Rapster seems to be agreeing that you seem to be getting quieter and quieter.
Hey, that's kind of strange.
Oh, your microphone's power points got rest. Now they are slowly dying. Next you'll have to burn your house down to bury them.
Well, at least we finally managed to win.
Yay! Well, this is the big bad guy down, so...
Alright, now I remember, that was it. The reason why they fought was due to the fact that when they were kids, Mao actually told Toki if he ever, you know, pretty much did something that, I guess, you know, basically become a insane tyrant or whatever. That he wanted Toki to stop him.
Alright. Hey bro, listen up. If I ever become a guy carrying a spiky Kabuto and a giant horse and I have a empire full of mob thugs, please come kill me. Dia.
And yeah, it's at this point that well, realizes that Toki just he won't be able to actually win. Apparently, due to his condition, he just keeps getting weaker and weaker.
Well, we didn't tell him that he got locked
and
up.
it's around that point that Val actually, you know, apparently realizes that he still had tears to shed. It's all really emotional.
I'm sure this will forgive all the grief he caused to people with his giant crime empire. I'm sure he will be forgiven for that and get to ascend to Nirvana or something. Because that's really going to be the ending.
So yeah, Toki's still kind of alive, but he's now more or less out of the game.
You know, a lot of these men would have less problems if just communicated. They just told each other how they were feeling, weren't afraid to show a bit of emotion. Maybe cut down a bit on the protein. Yes, Alkui, he's dying from radiation.
And of course, couldn't actually, you know, kill his own brother.
So it's just... So what is he going to do then?
Well, at this point, he's pretty much, you know, he's just going to resume his ambition of becoming, pretty much becoming a conqueror of the post-apocalyptic land.
Oh. So he's basically cyber-apocalyptic Oda Nobunaga.
売宅はいつでも来るがいい。
しつこい奴らだぜ。
バット、ケントを撃ち合う場所ま
Okay,
で
and we apparently skipped a bit here.
What the fuck is that fat guy?
逃げ切れると思ってんのか。とっ
How
捕
do
まえ
these
て売り
kids
飛
keep
ばして
getting
や
into
る
these
ぜ。
troubles?
もうちょっとでケンに。
Now they're being attacked by a fat guy and a jaywalk member.
もう逃げられん
Of
ぞ。
course the girl... Wait, what?
畜生、これまでか。
さあ
What was that flash there?
なんだ。急に暗く。
Whoa.
子供相手に感心せぬな。え、なんだ。のやろ。
What the hell is this?
何しやがる。
This is Hokuto.
Uh-huh. Is he the third Ray?
すげえ。
No, he's part of the. Unfortunately, I don't exactly remember what it translates to, but he's part of the Goshasei.
いいじゃねえか。
Uh-huh.
They're essentially the guardians of the very last successor to the Nanto
いいん
Seiken.
だよ。素直ないい子だ。
Wasn't
And of
that...
course, later on we'll find out who the final successor is
ケンって
supposed
や
to
つ
be.
もやったら強いんだぜ。ほら、あの辺りで落ち合うんだ。
その男は
野党に襲われているところを助けてもらったの。
そうか。礼を言う。
私の名は山の不動。あなたを探しておりました。ケンシロウさん。
なんだって？
俺を？
我が主。なんと六聖剣最後の将があなたをお待ちです。
何？なんと最後の将。
我が将。永遠の光のために。その永遠の光のため我ら五社星は剣を打倒に動いております。
五社星。
すでに火と風はラオウ軍勢の前に
So
散りまし
I
た。
don't know. Has the
雲もラオウ
chat
のもと
mentioned
に向か
anything
ってお
about
りま
that?
す。
I'm still
残るは我が山の軍
rather
団と
quiet,
海のみ。
Not much.
最後の
or
将
did
と
it sort itself out somehow?
I...
なんと
Is it better?
すでに剣王の部隊が動き始めている。話は後です。
貴様ら、ここから先へは行かせぬ。剣王配下。
Yeah, I agree, Nath. I'm doubting this bad guy's credentials. He does not have any shoulder pads.
そんなもので俺を倒すことはできん。
Or, you know, Roman armor. Why are we fighting people with jousting lances?
Well, I think they're supposed to be part of Valve's army.
So they're the knights we sent for the horse and only the lance.
Oh, come on. How did that not hit him?
Motorcycles? I like how guns seem to be non-existent, but motorcycles still work perfectly. That guy just fell over. Those motorcycles are really combustible. All it takes is one shock and it explodes.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Are you dying to nukes?
Apparently.
Oh.
Well, you know, it doesn't really help when they all of a sudden popped in those assholes on the motorcycles and pretty much made it impossible to be able to tell where they're gonna come from.
Yeah, and then they did donuts on your feet. That really hurts. Oh no, the motorcycles. The strongest weapon in the Fist King army.
And again, what the hell? Also, Lurk, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
What exactly is that noise that you keep making? It's like you're constantly adjusting your microphone or something.
Making a noise?
Well, I don't know. It kind of sounds like you're constantly adjusting your microphone or something.
Am I doing it now?
Yes, I think so.
Because I'm not touching my microphone at all.
Well, are you tapping your desk or something?
Not sure what it is. Get it a bit out of the way of my mouth. See if this setup looks a bit better.
Well, it does seem to help.
I
think.
Maybe I just, you know, had it a bit too close to my mouth or something.
Oh, I suppose, but
who's
usually
this?
the I don't know, usually the noise when you're breathing down your microphone sound, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to sound a little bit different.
All I
Sound
heard
that came from yours somehow sounded really distorted.
Not sure what it was then. Oh hey look, another guy with an iron mask. Whoa. Are they actually jousting now?
No, they're just chasing a kid. And also, incidentally, that kid's character model was actually used for a completely different character. All they really did was just change the colors.
Is that one? Is the driver's guide literally a? Is the driver's hat literally a sprite? Am I seeing that correctly? Oh. And Kenshiro just flips the car. Because Kenshiro is friend to all children.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Fudo, he spends his time pretty much looking after a bunch of kids.
Well, that makes him the first person who knows how to fight. It's not a total dickwad.
Oh, right. There was this. Apparently these guys just simply decided to, you know, grab a bunch of kids and just throw them into a, I think it's supposed to be quicksand.
Is that a sandline pit?
Possible. I'm not exactly sure what they call those things.
Like, you know, the antlion, it can dig a perfect incline. Is he going to die together with them?
Well, that was the plan, but Kenshiro's here to save the day, as usual.
He's going to punch the sand away.
I wish, but no.
Well, all these dogs really hate children for some reason.
Well, I guess it probably has more to do with the fact that kids are just really easy targets.
I think that by now they would keep the kids inside the settlements and not, you know, outside where all the crazy dogs are. That are like, you know, 3 meters tall and have huge ass mohawks. And are carrying jousting lances. What the hell is with that guy's face? What did he just stab you with?
I have no idea. I presume he has one of those extendo claw tools.
Does he have one of those flipper hands? Like with his ball. Yeah, super hand, I mean. Hey, that kind of hurt apparently. No, I remember in the anime, Kenshiro took a lot less punches to kill his enemies.
Damn it. This is really embarrassing.
Touch your muscles. And there's the Big Dipper. I still find it weird that of all constellations they chose the Big Dipper. Like, Fist of the Big Dipper, that sounds like something else entirely. How many of these dogs do we have to beat up before we finally get to Rao?
I think we still have a way to go.
I think it's Showcase. I think it's like a Roadrunner. They just recorded it once and then replayed it.
Am I seriously going to die again?
Well, we could beat
wait,
South.
wait. Damn it! No!
The broke kiting tactics failed.
No! Not again. I don't want to go through this again. Finally. Jesus Christ, that scared me.
For all the enemies that scared us, this is the one. Random Mohawk guy with claw.
And then he dies. Rather comically.
We fell in the antlion trap.
And now he's going to be slowly digested for the next couple of centuries by the Sarlacc.
Yep. Also known as the antlion.
Oh. I wasn't aware that it was supposed to be an antlion. So it was just some weird monster.
Antlions can dig a perfect hole that is just deep enough not to collapse, but also steep enough that prey cannot escape it. It's pretty amazing. You see, animals use maths too, for many practical applications. That's what your math teacher said when, you know, you needed to learn algebra for later in life. So you can be like the antlion and dig perfect inclines to trap prey.
So anyway, Hokuto explained that the final success of Nato Seiken apparently turns out to be Yuria.
Bah?
Yeah. And now the thing is now trying to find her in order to kill her and, you know, in order to further his ambition as a conqueror for the post-apocalyptic world.
Isn't Yuria a kind of useless character that just gets kidnapped a lot? Also, isn't she dead?
Actually, no. It turns out that when she jumped off of the building, committing suicide, the members of the Goshosei actually saved her at the last minute. It was actually all a elaborate ruse. They pretty much explained to Shin that, you know, that Rao was going to... was actually looking for her. So Shin pretty much agreed to, you know, let the Goshosei pretty much take Yuria with him. And Shin will just simply let Kenshiro believe that Yuria is dead in order to try and fool Rao and the others. That's basically where the whole Star Martyrdom thing basically came from.
Yep. So Shin is the only one who got shit done in this world.
Well, more like that he was the only one that actually knew what was actually going on.
Yep. If only he told Kenshiro all that before, you know, Kenshiro killed him.
Well, he couldn't really do that. I mean, then he would risk,
Kenshiro probably
Rao
affected
actually
him inside.
finding out that she was still alive.
Yep. Shin deserved to die painfully, but Mr. Child Slaver didn't.
Yeah, well, I'd assume that that point, the writer actually didn't think of that plot point yet.
Oh, you don't say. Sort of like all of Rao's sympathetic sides are kind of retconned on later.
ケンシロウ様、お待ちを。
Also, what the hell is up with that outfit?
How does that even work?
I don't know, it kind of looks like some botched cosplay of Psylocke.
How does that even stay draped over her torso? Like, do they just moisturize that so it sticks to her? Oh, alright, Alastor has the explanation. It's fist wizards. Someone just punched that onto her. And why is this guy dying?
I presume because Rao punched him a lot.
Alright, why did Rao punch him?
I think he was just simply, you know, trying to stop Rao from reaching Yuria.
Dude, that's
kind of his job.
It has something to do with that comically huge block that fell on Rao.
Yeah, actually, it seems like that they actually skipped a lot of stuff here. There were supposed to be quite a couple of fights of, you know, well, actually trying to reach the palace and everything. I mean, hell, even one of the characters that gets killed off in his trip to the palace was actually voiced by Norio Wakamoto. So, now I'm kind of sad that they actually skipped that.
Was it Oda Nobunaga?
No, it's just some guy that was able to use fire. And yeah, the hilarious part was he actually at one point decided, you know, we couldn't beat Rao, so he just set himself on fire and pretty much tried to sacrifice himself by latching onto Rao and making him burn with him. But then Rao was all like, lol, no, I'm too ambitious for that shit. So he just twisted the guy's head like 180 degrees and just crushed him. Just left his corpse to burn there.
I like to think that he just flexed his muscle and then the guy's arm just broke under the strain of holding on to him.
So yeah, you're definitely gonna die here.
What's up with that animation? It looks like it should be a lot shorter, but it always goes on like this. Again, Rao's strongest point is his backside. Alright, now we're fighting Rao again. How many times did we fight Rao up to now?
If I remember correctly, we have to fight him here, and actually, I think we're actually fairly close to the end.
Oh, really?
At least the way it went to the anime, they had this fight, and then they had one last fight at the end of the series. Damn it.
Then Rao just seals himself up in a nice house and tells him to burn it within him. further driving up real estate in a cyber post-apocalypse. Well, Fisper, I guess. Fist-apocalypse.
So yes, at this point, Val realizes that Kenshiro just apparently learned the ultimate technique of Hokuto Shinken called Musou Tensei. Yeah, I don't know. If I remember correctly, I think it involves something like that apparently Kenshiro is somehow able to pretty much use the grief of all of his lost comrades and actually and that somehow makes him stronger.
So, Musou Tensei, Dynasty Warriors Heaven Say, right?
I think it was supposed to mean something, but unfortunately I forgot what it was. I suppose someone could look it up on Wikipedia or something. I think they might explain it. I think in any case the problem is that Val isn't actually able to use it because, you know, he also more or less renounced things like grief and the like for the sake of his ambition, so at least in the anime and manga, he's now more or less inferior to Kenshiro. Though of course in the game I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked, despite that.
You have to fight him twice. Why? Why? Every boss we have had to fight twice. Guys Tower says Lurkcopter rebirth is what it means, which sounds kinda weird. That's just full of Super Saiyan 2, right?
Damn it.
Oh, and Rao just sort of jumps awkwardly backwards to dodge us.
Okay, apparently the floor blew up.
Oh no, Rao is shrinking down.
And they just happen to end up on the same floor as Yuria.
Where is Yuria?
Well, yeah, I thought that was kind of obvious. There aren't that many female characters in this show, you know?
It could have been Mamiya. They all sort of look alike and nothing like they look in anime. Also, what a good thing that Raul landed straight in his spine. If he landed on his back, he might have been hurt. Why are these guys wearing Roman armor, or at least the armor that people think the Romans wore, even though they didn't?
Because it looks cool, I guess.
あなたの力を読めなかったばかりに余計なことを。海の利白、一生の深く。いいんだ。ケンシロウ様、どこへ？ラオウを追う。今のラオウは手負いの獅子。今倒される。触れるものすべてを打ち砕く。
Valkyrie, it's very obviously supposed to be Julia, but you know, Japanese and phonetics. So it's Yuria.
Yeah, in certain localizations they did go as Julia, but I think eventually, like in the more recent North Star games that were released for the current line of consoles, they just simply went with Yuria for whatever reason.
Which sounds kind of terrible. It sounds like a kind of diet pudding, honestly. What's going on now?
倒れていった男たちへの思いが走馬灯のように流れている。二人の戦いの結末は天のみぞ知る。
No, this game sort of, highlights how ridiculous the proportions of the original anime are in a bizarre way.
Man, it looks like they skipped a whole lot again. I think we're actually. I think we're getting really close to the final battle.
Do we have to fight the horse now?
No. Val just simply sent his horse to go and pick up Kenshiro.
Why don't we have to? Why? I want to fight the horse. I guess that for an early PlayStation game, this doesn't look too bad in hindsight.
What do you mean early? It was in 2000. Like, that was
I thought you said it was an early PlayStation game or something, but
well, no, it was released really late into the PlayStation 1's lifetime, really. I mean,
it's really having nightmares here.
Well, the thing is, now that Kenshiro actually has learned the ultimate technique, Rao is actually now pretty much scared of him.
Wow, what the fuck?
Apparently, it seems like that they're not skipping this part.
Oh.
Yeah, so the thing is, that was pretty much realizes that he's now pretty much actually experiencing actual fear. And he considers that an obstacle because, a conqueror doesn't know fear. So his idea to pretty much get rid of that is to pretty much kill Fudo. Because apparently, as it turns out, Fudo actually used to be a ruthless bandit. And he actually showed up at Ryuken's place at some point, when Rao and the others were still very young. He pretty much killed several people left and right, and apparently he was so imposing that even Rao was scared of him. And then all of a sudden, a young Yuri all of a sudden showed up, talked to him that, hey, you're kind of a mean dude, would you stop that? And then he's all like, oh my god, okay, I'll stop. And then he decided to become a nice guy. And yeah, they skipped a lot here, but the thing is, behind Rao, he pretty much set up a line. And he pretty much ordered his men to pretty much make use of a gigantic catapult with a huge spike on it. That if he were to cross that line out of fear, that they should just shoot him right then and there.
But why is Fudo wearing this armor? What is up with this armor?
Well, he needed fitting clothing for a big battle against,
This is fitting clothing?
of the post-apocalyptic world.
This is fitting clothing for that. What is up with that helmet even? What is up with this? He has ketchup all over him.
知らぬ者に勝利はないのだ。
Well, I guess I apparently skipped that, but the thing is, Val actually did cross that line at some point, but this man just decided to shoot Fudo instead. And
Why?
Val was kind of pissed off about that.
Fudo.
Because it didn't exactly solve his problem.
Kenshiro-san.
It's almost as if he's facing a problem that he can't punch away.
そうか。
Well, the thing is, he did try to punch it away by trying to defeat Fudo, but
Yes, Neff.
apparently he was too scared to do it.
Yes, Neff, this is Dragon Ball guy. He's just wearing his special battle armor. What the hell? Are they seriously having heartfelt words in this thing?
And yeah, actually, I think it might have been around that point that Fudo actually mentioned that, hey, it turns out that Yuria also suffers the same illness that Toki did. So she also doesn't really have much longer to live.
How? How did she get irradiated?
I don't remember. I think they might have explained that at some point, but
Did
I
she just
honestly forgot.
did she just open a barrel of nuclear waste and start eating it?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it's possible that maybe it's something.
五社の星を失った天も悲しんでいる。
That sounds kind of plausible, right?
Guy says it's never explained in the original canon.
Huh. Okay, then. I guess it's no wonder that I have no idea how she got it. But she does. So yeah, now Val's plan is pretty much to kill Yuria so that, you know, he would pretty much feel the same grief that Kenshiro does, and that way he'd also more or less be able to use the Musou Tensei somehow. It's all really silly.
Why are we fighting near a Buddha? Why is there a horned Buddha there? A horned 2D Buddha.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think this might possibly be the arena meant for pretty much meant to decide the successor to Hokuto Shinken.
Why is there a Buddha there then?
Because it looks cool.
Oh, so
I mean, if you're, you know, going to have a special arena built for to decide the successor of Hokuto Shinken, you need some sort of badass landmark.
So you're saying that the master of Hokuto Shinken was just this crazy old guy who bought random lawn furniture and put it in his arena?
Well, either that or he just spotted a landmark there and then just decided to build an arena right next to it.
Are you saying that underneath that rubble there might be like a tacky garden gnome? Or a ripoff of the David the Michelangelo? I think this is... Oh hey, after images. Kenshiro, you have to, you know, stretch your finger at the point.
So yeah, now he also knows Musou Tensei.
Why? How?
Because he killed Yuria.
Did he?
Well, not really, but Kenshiro doesn't know that yet.
Spoilers. So they're saying that Rao is actually kind of the biggest pussy ever. Like he's literally that bully at school that, like, the moment you fight back, just starts crying.
悲しみとなって生きよ生まれて初めて女を手にかけたわ。ラオ
Oh no, he punched her in the back of the head.
ユリアをユリアの命が
Given how this anime things are written, that's probably not a critical injury.
Well, in the anime, it wasn't really a punch. He stretched out his fingers before he hit her.
He just... Oh. I was going to say something there, but I stopped myself in time.
You were not going to mention that, were you? I'm still gonna very disappointed.
What?
I'm not going to say it!
How do we know then what it is then?
I keep talking about boobs whenever I can.
So, how are chances to beat it? Well, what was that?
I have no idea. Yes, apparently when he learned the Shotensei, he also learned the Kamehameha.
You mean that Rao has a force field now? Anyways, this Rao didn't seem like much of a fight. Especially against the old favorite, which is just slide and jump kicking. Man, I wonder how Rao's arc is going to end. Are you just going to go, hey, he may have led an empire full of murderers and brigands, but hey, he felt some really nice emotions. Let's make him go to Nirvana. Because that would be kinda dumb. Then you fail that fist twister again. Oh no, he punched off your shirt. No, there's actually a Doom mod that adds Fist of the North Star stuff.
Oh hey, and we're fighting Rao again.
Oh, wow, that's a surprise. You mean this game that makes us fight a boss multiple times?
Well, this time it's serious because, you know, he took his shirt off.
Does he still have his force field?
Probably.
Alright, so
yeah,
now...
I'm just gonna do the honorable thing and just keep attacking him in the back.
So now both Kensho and Rao are Saiyans. Except Rao can really go one step beyond, so he was Super Saiyan 2 anyways. I think 8 is a pretty good estimate for how many times he fought Rao. Oh, what the hell was that? Yes, the first try. And now Rao is going to turn into a giant god, demon angel, dragon. Right?
Well, not really. He gets punched in the chest before he manages to do all that.
He punched him in the throat.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be the chest, but I guess they sort of messed up the positioning there.
Oh no, he vomited a bit of blood. He must certainly be mortally wounded.
ている。天を砕く冒険。
Actually, I think it's the 9th time, because we fought him about 3 times when Toki was still around, and Ray.
We fought, well, a lot of times actually.
Yeah, I think 2 times as Toki when Ray was around, and then as Kenshiro, and then 2 times again, then 2 times again, and another 2 times. So, 9?
Maybe?
How many times did we fight Rao? Also, why isn't Rao dead yet? Why are they just talking? Kenshiro, this is not a nice man, kill him. You've killed so many.
Well, he still has to give a emotional speech before he dies.
She didn't let those other guys give one. Please be a fair murderer, vigilante. Like, this is just nepotism on behalf of the vigilantes. Also, that fucking Buddha is still in the background. I'm wondering if it's symbolic. That Buddha looks kind of displeased with all this, you know. He's not a jolly Buddha. No, for someone who is dead, Rao is looking pretty well here.
So yeah, Yulia's still alive. Well, didn't actually kill her. Instead, he apparently hit one of her power points that actually extends her lifespan slightly.
Wait, that exists?
Well, this is a North Star. You pretty much have a power point for everything.
It comes to mind that there are a lot of people who could have, you know, used a press on that Kenshiro never did. Wait, what is he doing? Is he punching himself into heaven now?
Pretty much.
Oh, so he gets to go to Nirvana.
Okay, now he's dead.
So, the giant leader of the giant mass murderer and leader of a bandit empire gets to go to eternal paradise.
Well, I don't know, I guess they pretty much figured, you know, kind of a break because he decided to be a nice guy at the end.
He was still a very bad guy throughout his entire life. Like when he killed that one guy for no reason. Like literally minutes before this happened.
So, yeah, this is pretty much essentially the ending of the original series. Rao's dead,
And this horse is here to greet him.
only having a couple of weeks left to live, now has a couple more years, so Kenshiro and Yulia now pretty much spend those last few years together.
I'm sure that Ray could have used those few years.
Well, he kind of did. The only trouble was, you know, with that other PowerPoint that he, it was a little bit more painful for him.
And I see that Ralph's force is here to grieve him.
Yeah, he's now pretty much Kenshiro's force at this point.
As he just leaves the kids behind. Good luck getting back to civilization, kids. Don't get killed by the marauders.
So yeah, Kenshiro essentially abandons these two kids.
Kenshiro's kind of an asshole.
The second series was several years later. Bad actually, you know, became members of a resistance, I believe. They actually got to do some stuff.
Yeah, after Kenshiro coolly abandoned them in the middle of nowhere.
Oh hey, they also used the original ending theme from the series. That's pretty cool.
Valkyrie, the kids don't know what choices they're making.
So, yeah. That was Fist of the North Star for the PS1.
Yay. Oh hey.
It's not exactly a very deep game, but honestly, for Fist of the North Star game, it's still a lot of fun.
I guess.
And they did do a fairly good job of actually...
Why is Soldier in Kenshiro's list of friends that he's recollecting?
Well, because he was kinda, you know...
He almost killed him. And he killed another nicer person.
Well, Shin did the same thing and he also showed up in there.
But in the end it was revealed that Shin actually knew what was going on and was just playing a facade. Soldier is literally just a dick who murdered tons of children.
Well, not really. I mean, Shin still pretty much more or less killed Kenshiro in order to steal Yuria. It was only after Yuria decided to try and commit suicide that, you know, he pretty much decided, hey, maybe I shouldn't be such a dick.
Yeah, but
and
Shin
even
was
then he
also...
still decided to be a dick because he was still pretty much intent on, you know, trying to kill Kenshiro when he showed up.
Yeah, but anything he said have, you know, deterred Kenshiro at that point.
So, yeah.
According to Geist, Kenshiro marries that little girl later on.
Wait,
is
what?
that like a marriage of convenience or, you know...
Wait.
Geist
That doesn't make any sense. Last time I checked,
Geist is
Yuria and Kenshiro even had a kid.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a marriage of convenience. Like, just, you know...
I never heard anything like that.
You know, just a marriage, like, officially, but not really.
No, Kenshiro and Rin getting married. I have no idea. Well, anyway, well, actually, let's check some of this other stuff. Okay, this doesn't really help much. I have no idea what any of this means. Actually, I think I might remember this. Yeah. I'm not actually going to do any of this, but this, I believe, is supposed to be the more or less theater mode.
Mm-hmm. How you can
And,
enjoy the original, but with polygons.
Well, the thing is, in theater mode, you can just simply, you know, watch all of the cutscenes again. But one little feature that they put in there is that you could essentially change any line that was spoken and
Oh,
pretty much
really?
replace it with something else. So you could pretty much, you know, any line spoken by the little girl, you could just simply replace it with, I don't know, Kenshiro lines and the like.
Can just replace every line with ah ta 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 ta.
I think you can do that.
Like just either that breathing that he makes or, you know, the ah ta ta nose. Because that sounds like it would be hilarious.
And the other one, let's see. Ah. This is essentially the versus mode.
お前はもう死んでいる。
And again, there really isn't much point since, you know, there isn't a second player.
Hey, let's set up Chimera and play this game versus.
I don't think PlayStation emulators have Chimera support.
I think they have though.
Maybe, but I'm too lazy to figure out how it works. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So I
Right.
guess unless you guys want to see something else, then I guess this is pretty much it for the night. So,
Right.
then I guess the usual pleasantries are in order. Thank you, Lurk, for guesting for this.
It's no problem.
And thank you, everyone, for watching this, once again, a total train wreck. Because I kept dying.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, in any case, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.